Wait! Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait! Wait, yeah, Mr. Postman.
Two friends of mine from the USA sent me many parts I was desperately looking for. Tom of Rambler 69 and Rick of Heartbeat Model Shop were really generous and gave me all these parts as a present. Postage alone was $13.50 and I haven't got enough words to express how grateful I am. If you don't know their channels, please check them out. And here it is. This resin engine was made by Outlaw Speed Shop. It's a 427 cubic inch Chevrolet V8 engine. For the metric guys, that translates into a 7 liters engine. It's one of the most built Chevrolet engines and it was used in many models from 1966 on. There were different specifications, but I'll have to dig a little deeper before I come up with nonsense. The engine block has a nice cast texture and will look great after painting. The rear of the engine will need some filling and sanding, but that's no big deal. The front is almost ready to go. The intake manifold is a real nice part. I can't wait to start the assembly, but as I said, I need more reference material before I get going. Thanks to the internet, that won't be too difficult. The oil pan is gigantic. The valve covers are nice and smooth and I haven't decided yet if I paint them in the original color or in chrome. The engine's front cover with the water pump. Nicely done. And this is just fantastic. The 4-barrel carburetor is really beautiful and it's almost a shame to glue an air filter on top of it. And I won't glue it. Here we have the oil filter. Also a very nice rendition of the original part. The distributor looks cool, but it won't be used. I'll come to this in a couple of seconds. Last of the resin parts is the alternator. Looks very cool. Rick added 3 sets of headers to the package. A difficult choice for me, but I guess the Trumpeter kit will determine which I can use. I'm not sure, but I guess these are the original Chevrolet headers. There's a very nice cast texture that you wouldn't find on race headers. And the first of 2 sets of race headers. Needless to say that all 3 sets fit perfectly on the engine. The last set comes in 2 parts for each side. If the car's body has no limitations for the use of the headers, I'm facing a real huge problem. Starter and the fan belt assembly. I'll use the kid's fan and it'll look brilliant. By the way, brilliant. Here's the air filter. It looks like the original filter that was used on the 427 engine. I'll de-chrome it and then paint it. I'm thinking of using Molotov liquid chrome pans. I like the results I saw in some videos. I didn't know that Tom would add this, but I love it. A pre-wired distributor with yellow ignition wires made by Morgan Automotive Details. Well, let's take a closer look. This is really cool. The yellow wires look the business. And they are long enough to do a nice job. The wires need to be bent at 90 degrees and then this part goes on top of the distributor. I had to ask Tom what this piece of wire is used for. The car builders will know it. It's used to make spark plug boots. and I thought it was meant to represent the radiator hoses. How embarrassing. And here's the mount for the distributor. I'm sure there's a precise technical term for it, but I don't know it. I said it many times, I don't like PE. In this case I do, because there's no bending and gluing necessary. Just cutting the parts off the thread as neatly as possible and put the wires through the hose. I can't wait to see that. Last but not least, here's a set of Krager 5 spokes. These are my favorite wheels by far. Some more dechroming and painting with liquid chrome. The rims have valves, so I don't need to add them. The inner halves of the rims need to be painted anyway, so I can do that in one step with the outer parts. And matching tires for these beautiful rims. Narrow tires for the front, wider ones for the rear. Just the way I like it. The treads look great, especially when you compare the new tires to the original ones with the suicide treads. I wouldn't want to stomp on the brake pedal with these narrow tires on. This concludes this short video on a very nice gift I got from two very nice buddies. Thanks a lot, Tom and Rick.